We were having a conversation here about universal health care because I did a video about a guy who delivers water jugs to my house and he can't afford to retire and he's in constant pain. And he's now got to go kind of essentially try to get on disability. He should qualify for it, but we'll see if he gets on it. Anyway, people in the comment section are having conversations about universal health care versus the shit for-profit healthcare system that we have here in the United States. And this person was replying to somebody that was discussing the Canadian healthcare system. And this person says, that's why 5% of deaths in Canada is from euthanasia, because people would rather die than wait just to get the help they need. That's the healthcare your country offers. Another one of these clowns with a Trump profile picture. So you know why all of the people in Canada that chose euthanasia chose that? You know that it's because they would rather die than wait for the help. Interesting. You're right about the 5%. It's actually 4.7%. But you're right that is the percentage of deaths in Canada as a result of euthanasia. Now let's look into it. Assisted dying now accounts for 1 in 20 Canada deaths. Medically assisted dying, also known as voluntary euthanasia, accounted for 4.7% of deaths in Canada in 2023. The country's fifth annual report since euthanasia was legalized in 2016 showed around 15,300 people underwent assisted dying last year after being successful in their applications. The median age for this group was more than 77. The vast majority, around 96%, had a death deemed reasonably foreseeable due to severe medical conditions such as cancer. In the small minority of other cases, patients may not have been mentally ill but sought an assisted death due to a long and complicated illness that had significantly impacted their quality of life. Canada is among a few countries that have introduced assisted dying laws in the past decade. Others include Australia, New Zealand, Spain, and Austria. Some provisions are in place, including a requirement for having 2 independent healthcare providers confirm that the patient is eligible before the request is approved. More than 320,000 people died in Canada in 2023, and 15,300 of those deaths, or about 1 in 20, were medically assisted. The figures released on Wednesday by Health Canada show that the rate of assisted dying in Canada increased by nearly 16% in 2023. This number is a sharp drop from the average increase of 31% in previous years. The report cautioned that it is too early to determine what caused the rate to slacken. As you can see here that it delved into race. How many people of this color, how many people of this ethnicities and whatnot and what have you. While the number of assisted deaths in Canada is growing, the country is still falls behind the Netherlands, where euthanasia accounted for around 5% of deaths last year. You can read the rest of this here. You can see here that the Christians in Canada are alarmed at the rate of people choosing euthanasia. You can read here some of the reasons why some of the people have gotten euthanasia, because they've been facing long, debilitating diseases that they didn't want to go through. But nowhere does it discuss how we're seeing an uptick in people wanting to kill themselves because they don't want to wait for care. That's something you pulled straight out of your ass.